he's at. How about a gag? If he's 24, he's us. I don't think he's 24. Look what he did to my leader.
Hey everyone, getting ready for a Keys trip here in a couple of weeks, and so I wanted to put a couple of rigs together specifically for some drop down fishing, looking for some snapper, and different things like that. And you know, while you're out there fishing, changing tackle becomes a hassle sometimes, and so you want to make that as easy as possible. So I usually put my rigs together beforehand. Today we are going to just put together a basic drop rig. A friend of mine asked me to put one together, put a little video together for that, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Need a couple things. First, you're going to need some leader line. You're going to need a basic swivel, and you're going to need a couple of hooks depending on the amount of hooks you want to use in your particular application. You're going to need a weight, and we'll talk about the weight sizes and things like that after, and a clipper to make sure you tighten up your rig when you're finished. One of the big things about this simple drop rig is the ease that it is to change out hooks, change out weights based on depths of water, based on current and different things like that. So you'll be able to pretty much use the same rig. You can put different weights on, put different hooks on based on, again, what the conditions are that particular day. And so hopefully this helps. Again, this is a really simple rig that we're putting together here. This is just a test rig, so again, you need some leader line. So you're going to take some leader line off here. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to take that line, take the end, you're going to wrap it back across the line itself. Right? So you wrapped it back across. You're going to then take this line to the end, and you are going to wrap it around your fingers twice, and then you are going to pull it, the end of that loop, through the hole. And here's what you end up with, right? So you have the raw end here, you have a loop here, and then the rest of the line. Now, in this application, we're going to do two different, we're going to do two hooks. Your bottom loop is going to be for your weight. So you're going to do the same thing again. You're going to go up, I'd say about 12 inches on the for the first hook. You're going to double the line again. You double the line again, you do a double loop, and you're going to pull that through. Okay, so again, you see what we started to do here. You have one loop on the bottom here for your weight, you have another loop here 12 inches up, and then we're going to do another loop at the top, and that one's going to be about 6 inches up. Again, same thing, really simple. Wrap it around, double the line, wrap it around twice, and bring your loop through. And tight. Okay, so now we talked earlier about the ease that it is to work with this particular knot. So I have a weight here. This happens to be a 3-ounce weight. Again, depending on the application, you might need a bigger weight, but what you need to do here is you take your loop, you crimp it down, you go through the hole in the weight. This weight is really easy to work with. You then strap it over the weight and you pull through. All right, now let's say the current picks up, or like we're gonna do, we're gonna fish a couple of different spots down there. They range from 40 feet up to 210 feet, right? If you need to change your weight here, all you have to do is that same loop you made, or the same tie over for the weight you made, you push that back through, and your weight is loose, and you can then go ahead and you can add a different weight if you need to step up in size or step down in size, again, depending on the current, depending on your depth that you're fishing. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let's put this one back together. Again, over the weight, and there's your knot. Okay, so basically here's your weight hanging right vertically. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to add a hook. So here's our first hook that's about 12 inches up. Same thing like the weight. We're going to run this double line, we're going to run it through the hole, through the loop here, back across the hook, and the hook up. Okay, so this is the 2/0 hook. If we decide we want to change the size of that hook, we can always, again, push the line back through, pull it back over the hook, and then back out if we need to change the size of the hook. Again, all this is trying to make it a little bit easier while you're out there if you need to switch tackle based on different situations or different wind conditions. So again, run it back through the eye of the hook, pull it over the hook, and tie it tight. So far we have our weight. We have our weight here, and we have one hook. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we are going to tie, or we're going to add our second hook. Okay. Same thing again. This hook is a little bit small. Give me a second. Through the eye. One time over the hook. And you're tied up. Okay. So here's your full rig. Again, your weight, your hook, your first hook, and your second hook. Okay. Now you're gonna move up on the lead a little bit. You want to clip your line, and then if you decide to use a swivel, you can use a swivel. Here's another basic knot, super strong knot. As the line starts getting tugged on, if you get a bite, that fish is just, as that fish kind of pulls on the line and you start to fight the fish, this knot actually gets tighter. Right? So you're going to make one circle along the basic line. You're going to run the end of your line through the circle along with the line, and you just do that 3 or 4 times. All right, you pull that tight, and it slips and it's tight. Okay, now you clean up your ends. And we've just put together a basic drop rig. So here's your rig. You have your weight on the bottom, your first hook, and your second hook. Now notice how these hooks kind of free flow. You expect, as you put the bait down, this is how they'll be moving in the current. All right, and that should attract the fish because it'll look like more live presentation for the fish. For more how-tos from leader tying to cooking to fishing, subscribe to Offin Fishing on YouTube. We have a Facebook page, Offin Fishing on Facebook, and hope you enjoy this. If this works, please go ahead and leave a comment. If this works for you, there'll be another whole series of knots that we'll be recording and we'll be posting shortly. All right, thanks.